Crystal Surdyk is up next. With 20 years management experience and an education in urban and regional planning, Crystal brings a unique set of skills to her role as the new principal planner for the Department of Development in the city of Jamestown. Crystal previously served as project manager at Joy Kubler's Landscape Architect PC, where she also served in management roles in the firm's business operations and marketing. In addition, Crystal serves on a number of boards, including Pop-Up Park Buffalo, Designing to Live Sustainability, through which she co-founded Buffalo's Yes in My Backyard, as well as the Architectural Technology Program Advisory Board at Erie Community College, where she has served for the past 4 years. Crystal.
I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. Is it going? No. Okay. Hi. As you can see, the pictures may imply my children are my reason for being, and the trajectory that my life has taken, particularly over the past decade or so, has ultimately been determined by their existence in my world. In 2008, I found myself a single mom working 80-hour weeks as a retail manager when I had the epiphany that I wanted to do something that actually mattered and had a positive impact on my kids and loved ones' quality of life. And I have been fortunate enough to have found a career that truly feeds my soul. So some of you are probably familiar with projects and initiatives that I've been involved with, such as Parking Day, Pop-Up Park Buffalo, Tactical Urbanism Interventions, or Buffalo YIMBY, all of which I am passionate about. But the one project that is the most urgent at this place in time is the work that I've been involved in with Designing to Live Sustainably, or D2LS. Since 2009, D2LS has served the Buffalo Niagara community in a number of different ways, all of which have centered around bringing people together. D2LS produced the Imagine Buffalo and Our Responsibility to Future Generations design competitions, which challenged participants to consider how the Buffalo Niagara region can use its comparative advantages to adapt and thrive as the effects of climate change impact us. D2LS founded Buffalo YIMBY and produces this festival, which celebrates supports vital citizen-led efforts throughout the Buffalo, Niagara, and Western New York area. This year's festival theme is Breaking Ground, or Building Our Common Future, and it will highlight many of the groundbreaking ideas and actions taking place in our neighborhoods today, and that will inspire change for tomorrow. I think I can slow down now. I'm caught up. Okay. So, going on, at the core of D2LS, our mission has always been to raise awareness to the dire need for our region to prepare for the impacts of climate change. It's remarkable that global warming is still controversial, yet its undeniable effects make for a modern conundrum. Reversal is impossible in the foreseeable future, and mitigation alone is not enough. The mission of D2LS has long been to inspire the bioregional community to embrace our responsibility to future generations, which I've heard a lot about tonight, which is awesome, by designing the built environment, systems, and policies that allow us to leverage our comparative and competitive advantages as climate change impacts our ecological, social, cultural, and economic health. D2LS believes that bringing preparedness to the Buffalo Niagara region presents an opportunity to thrive, not just survive, if we prepare both our physical and societal infrastructure. D2LS has been leading an initiative that we call Weathering Change in Western New York, partnering with Dr. Stephen Vermette at Buffalo State College. So currently, the US has experienced more extreme weather-related events and varieties of events than any other country. These events will likely increase in number and intensity as the consequence of a warming world. This has led some to question whether places in this country will be inhospitable to live in. Understanding regional climatic responses is critical in developing resilience and adaptation strategies for the Western New York community. As the map shows, significant and extreme weather climate events occurring in the United States between 2011 and 2017 suggest that Western New York appears to be an island in a vast sea of disastrous events. However, we need a better understanding of what changes we can expect, and we must engage our community to explore adaptation strategies. An adaptation strategy will prepare for the physical and economic effects of climate change, but also the consequences to the human condition, which includes issues addressing climate justice. Dr. Vermette's initial trends analyses have indicated there's actually a lack of significant trends which suggests that the Western New York region may be better suited to survive climate change than any other parts of the country. Which begs the question, is it possible that we can both adapt and thrive? Adaptation has been met with some local resistance. In Western New York, we focus on mitigation strategies and for the most part overlooked adaptation strategies. But the fact remains that climate change is already happening and we need to prepare for it. We need to learn how to walk and chew gum at the same time. The idea of our ability to thrive has also been faced with even greater resistance until recently, when Harvard climate adaptation specialist Jesse Keene indicated that he liked the chances of buffalo in Western New York in a warming world, referring to our relatively cooler temperatures, fewer extreme weather events, access to fresh water, inexpensive land, a well-educated and skilled labor force, among other advantages. So, will Western New York be a location that will fare better than other parts of the country? How will we prepare for the consequences of climate change? How will we consider vulnerable populations? How will we prepare to deal with climate migrants and refugees? How will we position our economy to grow? There are innumerable social, policy, and planning issues that need to be considered if we are to be prepared to adapt and thrive. The point is that the severity of climate change impacts can be lessened if we start now to identify how Western New York will respond to a warming world and consider well thought out adaptation strategies that will allow us to weather the change. So my charge to you is this. First, join D2LS in advocating for mitigation and adaptation strategies that may best prepare Western New York to adapt to the changes ahead. Second, consider how Western New York may take advantage of its better position in comparison to other parts of the country. And finally, leverage your knowledge and expertise to prepare our region to thrive in the face of climate change. Pledge to yourself, to your families and loved ones, and to future generations that you will use your role as community builders to design with intent.